2 million children who were living a normal life just more than a month ago in Ukraine now have nothing to do but worry. But the Barça Soccer Academy is stepping up to actually take their minds off this war and focus on just being a kid. Our national correspondent, Mireia Villarreal, actually got the chance to meet them and even learn a little soccer.
It's a blistering 45 degrees in Warsaw, Poland. The wind is kicking up and the sun hasn't come out all day. And yet, these kids are playing at the Barça Soccer Academy in Warsaw in the frigid cold as if it were a sunny day in California.
And Barcelona have the goal!
FC Barcelona is one of the most popular soccer clubs in the world, boasting more than 57 million fans and some of the game's most famous players. The Barça Soccer Academy is an international training program for kids between 6 and 18 years old. There are 49 Barça academies on 5 continents, including this one in Warsaw. Nearly 3.7 million Ukrainians have been displaced by the ongoing war, and more than half of those refugees are children. In an effort to give them a safe space to play, the Barça Academy invited them to join. So far, they have 8 new players at this location, including 9-year-old Rostik. Rostik joined the team last week. Rostik's aunt, Nadia Sofamawa, says football is saving him from this war, helping to make new friends in a new country. The family escaped to Poland about 3 weeks ago. His mother took a cleaning job to make ends meet, while his father stayed back to fight in Ukraine. Nadia tells us every day Rostik patiently waits for his training and is happy when he comes here. She adds he's an enthusiastic player and is fitting in well despite a language barrier. How are they communicating with each other?
We show how to play and they check what we do, and football is international language, so they understand everything.
The uncertainty of conflict is now forcing children like Rostik to create a new life in a new country. At just 9 years old, Rostik worries about his country and his father finding sanctuary on a soccer field. The ultimate assist in the most unlikely place.
And our national correspondent, Mireia Villarreal, joining me live now from Warsaw. Okay, yesterday you were being schooled about soccer. I know that you got on a field, you kicked the ball around a little bit. What did you learn?
In all honesty, I'm not really sure I learned very much, to tell you the truth. It was difficult being schooled by a 9-year-old soccer player. He was incredible and so very gracious. Everybody at the Barça Academy was just so nice to open up their field to us, to allow us to come in and speak with Rostik. But I will tell you, a soccer player, I am not.
Well, that's one thing we both did learn, and I should know better because I lived in Spain. We don't say Barca.
I know, yes.
Now we have it right. All right, tell us more about this 9-year-old boy, because it was very humbling, and you had a great time to be able to play soccer and see how this was taking things off of his mind. But his dad is actually fighting on the front lines, right?
Exactly, he is. And it was interesting because when we spoke with his aunt, she was very clear in telling us he knows exactly what is happening in Ukraine. And he has a cell phone of his own. That's his mode of communication with his father on a daily basis. And so he's able to search and regularly see what's happening in his home country. And it does make him worry. But when I spoke with him and sat down with him and really kind of asked him a few questions, it was clear to me that he doesn't like to talk about it. He will. He worries for his father. But I think he truly is finding solace and security on the soccer field. It's a moment where he just gets to be a kid, and it is amazing to watch him play. You know, our producer is a fairly good soccer player, and there were a couple times he turned around and looked at me and said, "This kid is really good." So it was clear he was enjoying himself.
Okay, maybe he can show us a few moves then before this live shot is up. You'll have to pull him in. All right, let's talk about their coach, Mireya. How did he prepare to help these kids who, you know, have already seen more than most adults, right?
I think for them, for the organization as well as the coaches, they were very well aware of what they were doing. I think there is this feeling of community here in Poland, a wanting to help in whatever way they could. So for them, it was opening up their soccer fields and saying, for anybody who wants to play or feels the need to play, needs to have this kind of outlet, bring the kids, you know, over here. So the coaches were aware that they were going to get kids that obviously had seen a lot or are dealing with a lot. And I think there is a conscious effort from the adults in the room to let these kids just have a good time. I don't really think that they're bringing up Ukraine. They're not talking about it on the soccer field. I mean, these kids are just harassing each other on the soccer field the way any athlete would and encouraging each other. I think one time I saw Rostik, actually, a teammate of his fell on the ground, and Rostik immediately went over and picked him up and, you know, gave him a high five. It's clear he doesn't necessarily speak fluid Polish, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, these kids just want to play. They want to have a good time. And I think that's what the coaches are here for, to encourage that.
It is such a great story, and we will forever switch our allegiances and only support Barça football from now on. That is for sure. All right.
Exactly.
Viva España.
Exactly. I'm a fan.
I love it.
I'm a fan.
I'm in too. All right. Mireya, thank you so much. What a great report. We needed that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.